Hello YouTube and welcome to Kapow Toys Presents. I'm your host King Grimlock and tonight we'll be looking at Generation Drift Transformation. If you look around here there'll be a link to the original video which will be me gushing on for roughly 10 minutes on how beautiful he is as a toy. This is just going to cover the transformation. For those of you who don't want to see the transformation, this will be of course spoiler heavy. Go and check out the review, watch me gush, buy one yourself, realise how awesome he is. If not, if you want to see it, let's get started. Now, as we know, I'm not that good at these yet, so let's have a look what he can do. Doors can open. I don't know why, whenever I do this, I get the Ski Sunday music stuck in my head. Go figure. Anyway, the doors open there, and it gives us room then, because some of the pins are exceptionally tight, especially around this front end. That little gap in there is exceptionally tightly in. It's really nicely done. You can make out all the different tabs there. Bonnet opens, parts slightly, you can see Drift's head. And these front parts of the bonnet are on hinge joints. They just fold over and cover onto the bonnet. Same on the other side. Like so. This front panel here, the windscreen, is on another hinge joint. That can come up to meet the top of his chest. Now, at this point, I would recommend taking the sword out. I'll show you a lovely little trick with that in a minute. Doors come round, the windows, again on joints, just rotate back in and gets them out of the way, because he is a very busy robot mode with all these ball joints and these massive panels on the side as well. For a deluxe it takes up a lot of room. Everything unfolds from there, those seat areas, and now separate the legs. Now this is the joint that gets me every time. See in there, that little groove, really tight, really well done, really frictioned in. It's fantastic actually, it's nice to have that rather than lots of loose joints. Now I love this part of the transformation. Try and get it as clear as possible for you guys. Absolutely love that with a nice click on the end. It's very smooth, the whole thing is very smooth, and parts just seem to appear from out of nowhere and snap into place. It's really nice. Oh, you know, partly evokes his character. There's like, you know, this fluid motion to it. Then what we thought with the seats roll up into a foot. Now the main problem that this of course has is a lack of articulation due to the transformation of the legs, but that becomes clear when you're trying to pose him in his robot mode. Check out the other video for that. These guys can then come down on ball joints and then finish off the arms. Again, we have this lovely, beautiful, smooth motion where everything slides out as one piece. On this side, just really, really nicely done. Really detailed, you know. Forget, that doesn't go down first. These pop up first. Handles for his little swords. Then that goes down. Silly boy, you're never going to be able to get your swords out like that, Drift. You fool. And snap that back in place. Get the big sword. Now this tab here holds the sword in robot mode, and then try and get some space there. In vehicle mode. In robot mode, you just clip that forward, and it comes out only a few mil, but it gives the clearance for the sword, so it actually scabbards slightly better rather than being pressed up against his back and bending it. But there we go. For those of you who wanted it, that's Drift's transformation. Thanks for watching.